All right, welcome back to another National PSI Real Estate Exam Prep. And today let's talk about agency relationships. And more specifically, let's go over 5 questions with their explanations as to why they are the answer. A real estate professional must do all of the following before the buyer signs an agency contract, except obtain financial information from the buyer. Once the buyer representation contract is signed, the real estate professional should then obtain detailed financial information from the buyer. State regulations mandate the real estate professional inform the buyer about available types of agency, the broker's compensation requirements, and the services the broker will provide under the agency agreement. A broker helps a buyer and seller with paperwork, but does not represent either party as an agent. This is what type of arrangement? A transaction brokerage. When a broker does not represent either party in a transaction and acts as a facilitator, this arrangement is known as transaction brokerage. Dual agency occurs when an agent represents both parties in the transaction. Designated agency exists when a broker is specifically assigned to represent either the buyer or the seller in a transaction. A listing broker discovers a latent defect that the seller did not disclose on the seller's property disclosure. The broker must disclose the defect to the customer or the co-op agent. A broker must disclose all material facts to the customer. A broker was told by her principal not to advertise her property in a certain newspaper, which was out of the area. The broker complied because she must obey lawful instructions of her principal. The fiduciary relationship requires the agent to act in good faith at all times, following the principal's instructions according to the contract, as long as those instructions do not violate the law. Which statement is true regarding an agent of the seller? The broker has a fiduciary obligation of loyalty to the seller. The fiduciary relationship with the client requires maintaining confidentiality, obedience, and loyalty. Agents must disclose material facts to the buyer, not personal information about their client. Additionally, permission is required to amend the price of the home. All right, this was 5 questions to help you pass your National PSI Real Estate Exam. If this was helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe because we drop a new video every week to help you pass your National PSI Real Estate Exam.